Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's hop right into the video. No time to waste. Jesse Lee Peterson leaves guest speechless about Black America. Okay, let's go. Hop right into it. No time to waste.
What have they done to make America better? To add to it to make it better? Can you name me one thing?
Well, like we built a lot.
What?
We built a lot of stuff.
I'm talking about in the last 70 years.
Oh, in the last 70 years?
No,
you can talk
to 70, right?
Yeah.
This is civil rights movement.
Like a leader. What leader?
What has the blacks have done to make America better?
Generally speaking.
Yeah. Can you name me one thing? The blacks are getting worse. This generation is worse than the last generation and the last generation.
Do you think so?
Yeah. They're killing each other.
But do you think it's in the same numbers? Because I think you're right. I think where it's worse, like in the bad parts, it's worse.
Yeah.
But we also have more upwardly mobile black Americans these days than ever before.
What's that?
The black middle class is expanding. So where that used to be pretty limited, it's growing. We're not at parity with our peers, like our Asian or our white peers, but there's more of them. There's more of us, I should say us. I'd be one of them, middle class, but there's
they
more.
They want to accept you. They're not going to accept you. You got too much white in you.
Oh, no, you're wrong. See, I'm as black as the first black president, so none of that matters anymore.
Well, let me ask, growing up as a white girl, black girl, was that difficult for you?
Yeah, I think times were way different then, right? These days, it feels like not that strange to see a biracial kid running around.
Yeah, it's different now.
Right, but when my parents were married, it was the 70s, and as a matter of fact, there was one time where my parents were separated at the border because my mother was this blonde, white Canadian woman, and my father, he was also a musician too. He had dreadlocks, bare feet, just the stereotypical dirty hippie. And they separated them, and when they had to separate, they had to leave each other at the border. And growing up in rural...
From Canada to America, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And growing up in rural Canada, it was very difficult. There's a lot of racial abuse. There's a high black population in Canada because that's where the Underground Railroad came out.
Yeah.
So we're very aware of that history. But I lived in a farming community.
I didn't know that. Underground Railroad came out of Canada.
And then when I would go to Washington, D.C. and be with my peers there, then I was not black enough, that would be, well, you sound strange, you don't look the same. So yeah, I guess it was difficult, but I think in the end it was, I have a very solid sense of identity these days.
Was forced integration good or bad?
Forced integration, like in the 60s, like in the civil rights.
When they start making their white people together.
Bad. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Great. This is a perfect transition because we were just talking about my childhood experience.
Right.
All right. So when I was 13, I went to middle school in Washington, D.C. Stewart Hobson Middle School on Capitol Hill. It's right behind the Heritage Foundation, right? It's still there to this day. We lived right across the street.
Oh, God. Chopper, get that bus and paint a picture just like Mozart.
Called the Capitol Hill Cluster. And there was an experimental cluster of public schools because Washington, D.C. at that time, and still is known as the Chocolate City, is mostly black, mostly poor population. Somebody got the big idea that, well, if we just shift in white, rich kids, then we could integrate the schools. The schools would get better if we bust in white kids
Alabama too.
From the suburbs. So they asked for a lot of volunteers. Some white parents stepped up. The year I started school there was the year we began the busing program. And it was an absolute failure. The white kids in our schools were brutalized.
Yeah.
I often wonder where those kids ended up. I mean brutalized, where some kids were sent to the hospital.
That's fucked up.
Because gangs would come into the school and pick them out and beat them up. And I will never forget, 13 years old, this is burned in my brain. for whatever reason, I was at a community forum. The school was right across from my house, so maybe I was bored and I went there. Lucy, I think her last name was Campbell, Lucy Campbell's mom came in, and Lucy was the student council president, this little white girl that they had bussed in, and her mom was some hippie who was really proud to be a part of this busing program, and she came in and she said, I feel like a hypocrite and a bigot, but how can I send my child to this school anymore? She's being brutalized every day. I signed on for this program thinking I was doing something good, doing the right thing. And it's been nothing but heartache and abuse. I'll never forget that. So no, forced integration is a mistake, because it's always a mistake, I believe, to work against the tribal instincts of people. Now, this is the glory of Christ, right? This is the beauty of Christ, is that our tribe is eclectic and diverse because we gather under the flag of a king, not a race. So that's what's amazing about Christianity, is that we so many different cultures can fall under one flag, but when you're talking about earthly tribalism, people can integrate. They do it well when they're able to do it in their own time and in their own way. We do it. Yeah. We do it just fine.
I believe had we never had forced integration, America would be greater than what it is.
I totally agree. As a matter of fact, a great example of that is Las Vegas in the 1960s during the Civil Rights Movement. A lot of people think we legislated our way out of the Civil Rights Movement. We absolutely did not. One of the biggest things that happened was commerce, the economy. So in Vegas, the performers like Ella Fitzgerald and Sammy Davis Jr. couldn't perform on certain stages or couldn't walk in the front door with the Rat Pack like Frank Sinatra. Right. Eventually, guys like Sinatra said, I'm not playing here anymore. If you guys don't clean this up, like, yeah, I want Sammy Davis Jr. to use the pool. You know, I want him to walk in the front door with me because he's a performer. Right. That's when things started to shift. When we paid an economic price for bigotry.
Yeah.
Right?
You mentioned your white friend. When I went to Edison High School with Gary, I had my first white friend. I had never had a white friend before, even though I was fine with white people. But I had a white friend, and they lived right across from Edison High School, right across the street. And because at one time, Edison was black. I mean white, mostly white. And then it turned black. But what happened was I had this white friend, really good guy, and they turned the school when the mayor, this first black mayor became the mayor, and that very next day the blacks started attacking the white kids in the hallways and the classrooms and things like that. And it got so bad that his family just jumped up and moved. They just left. And I haven't seen him yet. He didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. They just took off, and I don't know what happened to him. But I know that too many white people were getting beat up, white kids, by the blacks. Can you tell me one good thing that has helped America that the black leadership has done, the black politicians, the governors, or anyone as a group? What have they done to make America better, to add to it, to make it better? Can you name me one thing?
Well, we built a lot.
What?
We built a lot of stuff.
I'm talking about in the last 70 years.
Oh, in the last 70 years?
Not, since the 70, right? Yeah. Since the civil rights movement.
Like a leader. What leader?
What has the blacks have done to make America better?
Generally speaking.
Barack Obama bailed out the banks, which caused the economic crisis to go away, which rise. I don't know. I could go deep with this, but I don't want to because I know you're going to be mad.
Can you name me one thing?
Barack Obama.
I think this is very subjective. I can't. My podcast is a critical thinking podcast. I'm always thinking through the arguments when you ask me a question.
Right.
So I'm thinking about what the people would say to me. People would say, well, yeah, they've done plenty of good things. There's more black women in college than ever. There's higher rates of higher education. Mm-hmm. Maybe we would say, well, we have more black people represented in Congress, more black people represented in whatever, pick your thing. So I feel like the arguments would be that. I guess to that imaginary argument, I might say, well, what was the original premise of the question, which is what is it better that schools are full of black educated women? I don't as a black educated woman, I don't think so. I don't think the results have been that stellar, you know.
So you can't think of one
I'm
thing
trying.
that
I'm really like I'm thinking about what
done.
I'm only thinking about what the arguments are. I'm trying to think of what would I say if I was going to point to somebody and say, "Look what we changed." Music.
Music.
Even our videos.
Wow.
But don't even get me started on that. Don't get me started on, you know, with
Right.
my tinfoil hat stuff and what music's been doing to
So
us.
you're not able to think of one good thing that
As a whole, as a community. Because I can think of great black people, obviously.
as that the
As a
black
whole.
leadership, the politicians, the whatever they are, you can't think of one thing that they've done good that for all Americans that would help all Americans. I haven't met anyone yet who can think of.
DEI. That's literally for everybody. It's not just for blacks. Just saying, it's like it helps veterans and helps poor homeless people, poor homeless white people. You know we got to stick on that one, right? You know what I mean? Got to stay on the white people and DEI. And let me tell you something else. DEI, yes, it's helped a whole lot of black women, but it specifically helps white women. So does affirmative action programs. They help more white women than they actually do black men, just to let y'all know. So a lot of these programs help more women than they do men. And I think that's good. We need more women in society and actually like pushing towards certain programs and things like that. But if I could find that help, I would take it too. Why not?
Anything good that blacks have done to make America better.
What about white?
I hope y'all don't go like, why aren't you answering the question, Cam? There's no point. There's no point. There is no point. That's like, because you can fire the same question back. What if whites really done good? That's what they ask on this side. They ask, what if whites really done good, right? Whites have done a lot of good throughout the planet, but so have blacks. And I'm not going to talk about the contributions of that. That's not the question, right? The question is, do we all get along? Can we all just get along? That's a nice laptop.
What
the
have
color.
whites done? Like, what would you answer to that question?
But just to get it clear, you can't think of one thing that blacks
No,
have done.
I didn't. Yes.
Did you know that that they have not done anything to make America better? Have not added to the country?
I've been pretty.
Isn't that amazing?
No, it's not something that I sat down and thought about, but this is
Obama stopped a lot of immigration coming over the border too. Just to let you guys know, like he was just as exceptional at it as Trump, and he actually had a plan for people who are here. Just saying, you know, like just saying.
It's something that I fight about every day in one way or another, which is I basically said as much when I said, you know, why are we normal? What are we normalizing? Why don't we have any men that come out and immediately say X, Y, Z? Well, even I could say, you know, one thing I say is, you know, when have you ever seen Barack Obama ever come out and hold a lecture and give me the step-by-step, 1 through 10, here's how you get to where I am. Young black men here.
They never do that.
Right. Well, we know that he couldn't do that anyway because he was a total Manchurian candidate. But my point is that
I'm triggered. I'm so triggered.
These people at the top who tell us we only need this one more piece as a community and then we'll be good, that we'll have whatever it is, we need reparations or we need CRT, whatever the thing is, there's always somebody at the top, like an Oprah. LeBron James has been on my mind a lot lately, and I don't know why, but
what a mess.
Something's going on with him, but none of these people ever say, you know what, here is my 10-step program to how I got from where you are, little black kids, to where I am today. I did it, you can do it. Step one, no, they never tell you, They
absolutely do. They tell you how to work hard, and there really is like no 10-step program to get into the NBA or become the president. I mean, it's just, you have to, people have to vote you in. And to be in the NBA, you have to be a certain height, you know, you have to work hard, you have to play basketball for years, you know, and you could get in, you might not get in. Like, you know, there are people talking about their successes and how they get there. Like, people give you like game on how to like build stocks and things like that, like Dr. Boyce Watkins. He tells like ways that you can invest in stocks. I don't know what Dr. Umar do. I don't know about that one. I don't know what he does. I don't know if he tells me how to get money, but I don't think he should be telling people how to get money actually. But he's building a school. Oh, I think it's built. I'm out. Peace.